Great court vision there from Britt Prince. Just sitting on the top of the arc, being able to find someone in the paint 2 times. The second time, good for the bucket. And there's the and one. As Maupin will go to the line.
Cornhusker's foul on 14. Callan Hayes first. Team first.
Yeah, Silas Swords just shoved out of bounds there, trying to save the ball from landing out of bounds. This ball will stay with Michigan. Finding. Great find there for Mila, finding Seal in the corners for the easy 3. And here's Michigan's full court press in action.
Moves it to Logan Nisley. Nisley takes a 3, and it goes off the back iron. The ball was recovered by number 21, Eliza Maupin. Maupin sends the ball back out, and it is scored.
Logan Nisley, way to find herself open there and getting a wide open 3 shot.
Olivia Olsen finds Sophomore Kanik inside the paint. She turns around and gets an and one.
Beautiful paint work there by Sophomore Kanik.
Fouls on 14, Callan Hayes, second personal foul, team second.
She will go to the line to shoot her and one.
On the floor for Nebraska, number 15, Kennedy Williams.
Kennedy Williams, son of head coach Amy Williams, coming in now for Nebraska. Or daughter, I apologize, daughter of head coach Amy Williams. Sophie Kanik readies up, shoots, and scores. It is now 6-5, 8:38 left in the first quarter. Michigan leads.
Michigan offering more full court press for each offensive drive. Nebraska.
Kennedy Williams works the ball up, tries to get out to Nisley. Nisley tries to take a 3 and it ends up being blocked. Nisley works the ball around, ends up in the hands of Britt Prince. Britt Prince works her way through and finds it short of the basket. And that ball is tried to be recovered, but it looks like Michigan gets fouled on the recovery and it'll be Michigan ball.
Now Hargrove following Olivia Olsen there. Britt Prince taking kind of a forced shot there. You don't see that too often with such an efficient player as her. Taking a almost air ball, mid-range pull-up.
Olivia Olsen finds a long pass down to Brooke Rolls-Daniels, who goes across court to Silas Swords at the 3-point on the corner, and she misses off the end of the rim. The ball is fought over on the rebound, and it'll be, can't tell, nobody's going up to take it, Cornhusker ball. Be taken out by Logan Nisley.
Unfortunately, he tapped it out of bounds there, trying to pick up the rebound. Michigan desperately trying to get this press to work out.
Kennedy Williams sends the ball out to Britt Prince. Britt Prince fumbles it around the end, and that ball goes out of bounds on the far side of the court.
Mila Holloway doing a good job there, forcing Britt Prince out of bounds. Good defensive stop there from the Wolverines.
Nisley to inbound, Silas Swords right in front of her. Sends it out, Britt Prince on the outside, moving in, finds her way at the top of the 3-point line, goes out, finds Nisley again. Nisley sends the ball back into Britt Prince, and then goes out to Maupin. Maupin takes a 3, and that's a swish for her.
So far, Nebraska's been taking great 3-point shots, giving them a lead in this game.
Brooke Rolls-Daniels finds Olivia Olsen for a mid-range shot, and that goes through. It's 8-8 with 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first quarter.
Beautiful step-up jumper there for Olivia Olsen. Just nice routine, nice right up the bucket. Olivia Olsen.
And Kennedy Williams turns it over. Olivia Olsen takes it up. Brooke Rolls-Daniels finds the layup. Now 10-8 Wolverines with 7 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first quarter.
Assist Olivia Olsen.
Kennedy Williams fumbling it again near the end there. Ball ends up in the hands of Amaya Hargrove, who takes a corner 3 and makes it. Now 11-10, Nebraska leading with 6 minutes and 56 seconds left in the first quarter. Brooke Daniels moves the ball out to Mila Holloway. Mila Holloway at the top, and Silas Swords in the corner. And she takes another long three, and it goes out to Sophie Kanik with the rebound. Goes out to the corner. Silas Swords on the elbow finds Brooke Daniels. Brooke Daniels sends cross court to Mila Holloway. Mila Holloway works in, and she loses it. This Michigan press has been very effective so far in the early minutes of the game, and that's another turnover forced by the I mean, Britt Prince just couldn't do anything with that ball. A bad pass out to her, and ends up on the out of bounds.
Yeah, it looks like Nebraska's struggling a little bit against this press when they can't get through and get open for the shot.
Yeah, see, Silas Swords take the ball. Goes out to Brooke Daniels. Daniels working her way up, sitting around the three-point line. Silas Swords cuts in, but Brooke Daniels takes it to the lane instead and can't make the layup. And Tayala Delphos trying to get the rebound.
Nebraska fouls on number 33, Maya Hargrove, her second, team's fourth.
Maya Hargrove foul.
On the ball for Nebraska, number 12, Jessica
Foul
Petrie.
on the layup, so it'll be two
Hit the
free
line,
throws.
shooting two for Wolverines, number 5, Brooke Daniels.
11-10, Nebraska in the lead. 5:53 to go in this first quarter.
Brooke Daniels makes first. Now 11-11, 5 minutes and 53 seconds left in the first.
She heads to the line for the second.
Brooke Daniels winds up, takes second.
Both of Michigan will be in the lead. It's 12-11. 5:52 to go.
Britt Prince finds herself out to Kennedy Williams. Kennedy Williams now taking up the court, moves inside the three-point line, back down to Britt Prince. Kennedy Williams now moving inside to the mid-range into the paint. Goes back out, finds Britt Prince again, and Britt Prince makes a low bounce pass, and it can't be hauled in by Jessica Petrie. Petrie loses that Michigan basketball.
Yet another Nebraska turnover.
Olivia Olsen sends out to Silas Swords. Silas Swords taking it up the court, across the half line. We'll be back out to Olivia Olsen at the top of the three-point line. Back out to Silas Swords over in the corner. Silas Swords moves her way to the bucket and can't find it. But it's put back up for two. It'll be 14-11, basket scored by Sophie Kanik. Michigan pressing once again, keeping three in their side of the half court at all times. Tayala Delphos going in against Britt Prince right now. Delphos now up against Jessica Petrie. Petrie moves it back down to Kennedy Williams. Williams met by Sophie Kanik. Sophie Kanik can't get the ball. Goes back out Kennedy Williams. And Williams takes a three and misses the ball. Roll out off the
Media time.
Enough, Nebraska team is shooting as many threes as they possibly can. Trying to take down this three. Very hard to hit a lot of threes.
Well, it's 14-11. 4 minutes, 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Milo, what have you seen that Michigan's done so well to keep their lead right now?
I love their press so far. You're playing against a high three-point shooting team, like I said, like Nebraska. You want to get the ball as much as you can, have the highest possession possible. I think they've done great on making their offense move fast, just like Michigan does themselves. And that way they can get more on offense, more shot attempts. I think they just need to get a little better on defense on the three-point side of the ball, making sure we're guarding the perimeter. And then they'll start shooting those high three-point shots. But I also respect Nebraska and their ability to not rely so much on Britt Prince early in the game. You know, one of their best players. Definitely wants to rely
size. Tallest player out of Nebraska is 6'3". Tallest player for Michigan, 6'5". And that's really not something we see with Michigan in their matchups. Usually they're the ones who are undersized, but coming into this, it's pretty evenly matched. So definitely going to be a play of guards, play of bigs, an all-around game. You're going to see a lot of outlets, a lot of working into the basket.
Yeah, with the speed that these two teams have been playing at, and the press they've been using, I think we're in for a very exciting matchup today.
We wait around, the score and close, and it looks like we're going to start back up in this first quarter. 4 minutes, 49 seconds left. Michigan leads 14-11. And blow the horn twice. The band doesn't listen out here.
Teams will step back onto the court.
It'll be Michigan basketball. Olivia Olsen inbounds to Milo Holloway. Holloway taking it up the court. Holloway finds Swords on a little handover. Goes back out. Holloway finds cross court. Silas Swords working her way in. Tries to move back out, goes out to nobody. Ball is turned over. Britt Prince now taking up the court for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Prince finds Johnson. Johnson moving back out. Ball ends up in the hands of Count Hake. Hake working her way around. Goes back out to Hake. Hake moves her way in, goes for the layup and gets two. 14-13 Michigan lead with 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Milo Holloway working her way up the court, finds Teala Del Foss, goes out to the basket, gets under, but can't turn around in time, moves out to Swords. Swords working her way in, then back out. Goes to Olivia Olsen. Olivia Olsen for a mid-range turnaround shot, makes it. It'll be 16-13, 3 minutes 46 left in the first quarter.
See the Swords there, moving around, making sure she can find her open. Olivia Olsen out of the basket. Sila is so fast. She's so good at shaking up defenders. Can see through that play.
Claire Johnson moves out to Maupin, who gets a layup, will be 16-13. Teala Del Foss. Del Foss now tries to send a lob up to Olivia Olsen. It looked like just a little too high. Ball out of bounds. We need Nebraska ball.
Just a little
Bit too much there for Olsen.
As well as number 4, Petra Bojan.
Ball will be inbounded by Jessica Petrie. Jessica Petrie sends out to Britt Prince. Britt Prince now working against that Michigan full court press, sends out to Claire Johnson. Johnson back to Petrie. Petrie to Rosen back down. Go to Britt Prince. Britt Prince works her way into the basket and gets fouled.
Yeah, great drive there.
Michigan foul is on number 22, Kendall Dudley, her first, team second.
Britt Prince will look to get her
At the line shooting 2 for Nebraska, number 23, Britt Prince.
Britt Prince shoots 93% free throws, so expect both of these to be made. See her, lines up, takes it, and makes it.
perfect. Let's see how she does on the second.
Makes the second. Will be 16-15 Michigan lead with about 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Teala Del Foss now with the ball moving into the rim, finds her way under the baseline and will get fouled.
Nebraska foul on number 4, Petra Bojan, her first, team fifth. Wolverines are in the bonus. At the line shooting 2, Teala Del Foss.
Michigan now in the bonus, working to get themselves a bigger lead. Teala Del Foss makes the first. Now 17-15 Michigan lead with 2 minutes and 53 seconds left in the first. Del Foss takes a second, and it goes out, but that rebound almost got to her own rebound, but gets fouled on the way there. Or no, she fouled her. Looks are what they seemed. I thought that I saw her getting her arm tugged on. I guess she must have stiff-armed.
Yeah,
Claire Johnson taking the ball up against the Michigan full court. Britt Prince now working against Tayella Delfoss. Delfoss moves her way out to go to Claire Johnson. Claire Johnson finds her way under the rim and sends it out to Petra Bojan. Bojan makes it for two. Will be 17-17 with 2 minutes and 34 seconds left in the first.
Goodness, what a beautiful pass there.
Be Delfoss at the top. Will go back down to Silas Swords at the bottom of the basket, and she goes a little turnaround midi and makes it. Will be 19-17, 2 minutes 19 seconds left in the first. Michigan leads.
Silas Swords demonstrating her mid-range.
Assisted by Kendall Dudley.
The three-pointer taken by Logan Nisley out in the corner, and she makes it. Be 19-20. Nebraska leads with 2 minutes left in the first.
Michigan allowing another wide-open corner three. Kind of been their kryptonite tonight, despite only losing by 1 point.
Olivia Olsen tries to send a pass. Kendall Dudley gets turned over. Britt Prince now taking it up the other side, and she gets a layup and one. Will take one at the free throw line.
It's on Wolverines number 3, Mila Holloway, her second team foul.
Contact and finish the lay.
On the floor for Wolverines number 2, Macy Brown. And number 5, Brooke Daniels.
Brooke Daniels now checking into the game for the Wolverines. Britt Prince at the line. It's 22-19. Nebraska lead with a minute 48 left in the first quarter. Britt Prince takes it and makes it. Now 23-19, Nebraska leads. It'll be Brooke Daniels taking it up the half-court line for the Wolverines. Moves her way down, finds Tayella Delfoss in the corner. Delfoss moves it out to Brooke Daniels. Daniels sends down to Maya Brown. Maya Brown sends it out to Silas Swords, who takes it and makes it. Three-pointer out in the corner. 22-23, Nebraska leads. 1 minute, 24 seconds left in the first. Britt Prince now taking the ball up for Nebraska. Works her way down into the shoulder. Can't find it. Moves it out to number 4, Petra Bojan. Bojan makes a layup. Now 25-22, Nebraska lead. 1 minute left in the first. Brooke Daniels sends the ball out to Macy Brown. Macy Brown moves it to Tayella Delfoss. Delfoss goes back out to Kendall Dudley. I apologize. Too many K's for me.
Back on the floor for Wolverines number 15, Ashley Silva-Cannon.
Nebraska just keeps on exploiting that, as well as Easty Payne buckets right under the basket. Giving Nebraska this lead early on.
Macy Brown inbounds to Brooke Daniels. Brooke Daniels finds Tayella Delfoss, who works her way through the baseline and makes a layup. 24-25, Michigan is trailing with 46 seconds left in the first. It'll be a long three taken by Jessica Petrie. Will rebound out, and it hits off a Nebraska player. Michigan ball.
Michigan basketball. On the floor for Nebraska, number 1, Haley Weaver. And number 15, Kennedy Williams.
Kennedy Williams and Haley Weaver now coming in for the Cornhuskers. Ball will be inbounded by Brooke Daniels. Works her way out to Macy Brown. Macy Brown back to Brooke Daniels as she crosses the half-court line. Brooke Daniels sends back out to Macy Brown. Macy Brown met well by Kennedy Williams. And then Tayella Delfoss gets the ball, moves it back out and a little too high to Ashley Sofo-Canik. That'll be Nebraska ball with 24.7 left in the first.
That's another turnover for the Michigan Wolverines. That'll be their 6th turnover.
On the floor for Nebraska, number 23, Britt Prince. Welcome to the floor for Wolverines, number 25, Mackenzie Mathurin.
Mackenzie Mathurin coming in now. Ball will be taken up to Haley Weaver. Haley Weaver sends it back down to Britt Prince. Britt Prince working her way across the half-court line. Britt Prince taking her time with the ball. Going to make sure Nebraska has the last shot this quarter. Britt Prince met by Silas Swords. Prince goes back down to Logan Nisley. Nisley working her way out to the corner to get to number 12, Jessica Petrie. Jessica Petrie finds her way in. Last second shot by Petra Bojan, and it is not made. 24-25, Nebraska leads at the end of the first quarter.
And what did you see that really changed the tide, that turned the tides of this game coming into this? Michigan really strong at the first half of this quarter and then kind of fades out at the end of the second half of the quarter.
Yeah, it seems like Nebraska started to force some turnovers and some steals later in this quarter, and it seems like that kind of overwhelmed Michigan Now they're forcing their own turnovers and puts them at six turnovers in the first quarter. Definitely not a way to win the game, and I think if you take away half those turnovers, we would be looking at a much different score right now. And on top of that, I mean, Nebraska has been super efficient from the three-point line, especially from those wide-open corner threes that Michigan seems to be giving them so much of.
Yeah, Logan Nisley shot 4 threes in the entire quarter, made 2 of them. She's leading Nebraska with 6 points, and it's kind of been a good spread of points for Nebraska as compared to Silas Swords' 8 going out for Michigan's 24 total.
Yeah, so far this has been very exciting, very fast-paced game. Nebraska on pace to score 100. Michigan would be close behind.
And Nebraska missing one of their stars. Natalie Potts, missing this entire season, had a knee injury that ended her season last season. A lot of seasons, I apologize, but 5 games in, and she said that she'll return 2026, 2027, and that's a big hit. She was the 2023-2024 Big Ten Freshman of the Year and a really big piece in this Nebraska team. So now they're leaning on Britt Prince to be one of their leading scorers, and she's done a great job shooting really efficiently. I think she's 50% from 3 on the season.
Yeah, always tough to miss over a year because of one injury. I can't imagine. But it seems like Nebraska is holding on without her. They've been looking amazing this game, especially their defense, surprisingly enough, forcing those turnovers they have and keeping Michigan somewhat contained. I expect that Nebraska will not hold back on their three-point shooting and maybe even shoot even more three-pointers than they have been, despite their high amount.
Michigan really worked the full-court press throughout that first quarter. I imagine they'll probably go back to it, seeing how effective it was, forcing a ton of turnovers right at the start, and that really let them get out to the lead early in the start of the quarter.
Yeah, I'd imagine Michigan wants to keep this game going fast. Here's Matherin to inbound. That one will go to Macy Brown.
Macy Brown works out to Silas Swords in the corner. Silas Swords sends it out to Matherin. Matherin working her way around, sends back to Silas Swords at the shoulder.
Another turnover for the Wolverines. That would be their 7th.
The ball was taken up by Kennedy Williams. Kennedy Williams finds her way back out to Jessica Petrie. Jessica Petrie works her way in and gets fouled on the layup. Will shoot 2.
Fortunate foul under the basket there. Jessica Petrie will go to the line.
Jessica Petrie, noticeably worse of a free throw shooter than the rest of the team, 70%, so expect to see a lot of Michigan players jumping out the gate to get the rebounds. She makes the first.
Silo and Sophia right under the basket, looking for the rebound.
Second goes up, and she makes it. Now 27-24 with 9 minutes and 37 left in the second quarter.
Michigan will bring Olivia Olsen back onto the court.
Olivia Olsen inbounds out to Macy Brown. Macy Brown working her way up the court, sends back to Olivia Olsen, who crosses half court. Olivia Olsen back to Macy Brown. Macy Brown works her way up to the top. Back down to Olivia Olsen under the basket, and she goes for the layup and gets fouled. Now she'll shoot 2.
Yeah, great layup selection there from Olivia Olsen. Almost made it for the and one, but still to the line for the foul.
Eliza Maupin coming back in for Nebraska and getting some height at the bottom of this foul shot here. Olivia Olsen takes the first and makes the first.
That'll put Olsen at 6 points on the night.
Olsen takes second and makes it. Eliza Maupin now inbounds, goes out to Kennedy Williams. Kennedy Williams working away against the full court press again, and Matherin tips it back out to Maupin, though. Maupin sends back up to Kennedy Williams, who resets the play, gets people's head in the game. Williams sends back out to Brojan. Back out to Williams. Williams now trying to work her way under the basket. Maupin moving back out. Shot clock expiring, and it's taken by Logan Nisley. Nisley misses it wide, and ball goes out of bounds. Michigan basketball.
Now Nebraska offering somewhat of a press here. So they will now drop off.
Macy Brown tries to send a long pass, and it gets intercepted by number 21, Eliza Maupin, for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Now Kennedy Williams taking it up the basket, goes all the way under the rim, sends it back out, goes back out to Haley Weaver. Haley Weaver sends it up to Maupin at the top of the 3 line, and she works her way to the corner to send it out to Logan Nisley. Nisley now working her way all around, back out to Kennedy Williams. Kennedy Williams tries to reset the play. Williams taken up the court by Silas Swords. Silas Swords meets Williams. Williams sends back out to Maupin, and Maupin takes it, but that is a foul on Kennedy Williams.
Wow, great moment there for the Michigan bench. The player stepping right out of bounds, just in front of the bench before she takes her 3-point shot.
Olivia Olsen take the ball up the court, moves past the half-court line, sends it to Macy Brown. Macy Brown sends it in to Sofocanic. Sofocanic with a turnaround jumper, and that ball is missed, but rebounded by Olivia Olsen. Olivia Olsen sends it back out to Silas Swords, who takes a 3, misses, and it'll be rebounded by number 12, Jessica Petrie. Jessica Petrie sends it out to Britt Prince. Britt Prince going down the court. We'll move it out to Callan Hake. Callan Hake sends the ball back around. We'll be out by Petrie. Petrie backing her way inside the paint and can't make the layup. Be rebounded by Sofocanic. Sofocanic sends out to Macy Brown. Macy Brown sends a long pass to Silas Swords, who works her way now moving around the inbound line and turns her way up and gets a quick shot off for the rebound. And then another one will be 2. Now 28-27, Michigan leads.
Great rebound there from Matherin.
Matherin gets a rebound, now turns it around to the court, sends out to Sofocanic, who spins and tries to get the layup off, and it doesn't make it. It will be hauled in by Jessica Petrie. Petrie sends out to Britt Prince, now taking it down the court. This is a quick move. Petrie wide open 3 at the top of the line, and she knocks it down. Now 30-28, Nebraska lead with 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Macy Brown working her way up the court, crosses half-court line. Met by Britt Prince. Britt Prince take her way up. We'll move it out to Matherin. Matherin now working her way in. Finds out to Olivia Olsen. Olivia Olsen works into Sofocanic. Sofocanic back to Olsen on her way into the line, and she fumbles with it. Sofocanic comes up with a ball and takes a shot, rebounds her own shot, and then takes another one, makes it. Now 30-30 with 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter.
And this tie game still super exciting. Both teams still playing very fast and relentless, getting their offense down the court.
Britt Prince sends the ball outbound, finds Maupin. Maupin works her way out to Haley Weaver. Weaver works her way into the elbow for a quick midi and can't make it. Hauled in by Olivia Olsen. Olivia Olsen sends it out to Macy Brown. Macy Brown down to Matherin, who takes a quick 3, and it goes off back iron, but Sofocanic's in for the rebound. Sends a quick in to Macy Brown, who gets fouled on her layup attempt. Now she'll shoot 2, 30-30 with 6 minutes and 10 seconds left in the second quarter.
Claire Johnson and Amaya Hargrove on the floor for Wolverines.
Great pass there to Macy Brown right under the basket. No looker, forcing the foul. And now she will go to the line.
On the floor for Wolverines, number 33,
Tiala Del Foss coming in for the Wolverines, coming in for Silas Swords. Now Macy Brown going to take her first of 2. She lines it up, takes it, and makes it. Be 31-30 Wolverine lead, pending the second shot by Macy Brown. It's ready, takes it, and it goes off. Will be hauled in by Amaya Hargrove for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And that ball tries to get sent up to Maupin and can't, will be tipped over and then taken in by Matherin, who gets pushed from behind. Will be a foul on the Cornhuskers and Wolverine ball.
And Michigan finally able to get some turnovers for themselves, even though they have 8 right now. And there have already been 11 lead changes in this game. So we sit at a score of 31-30, Michigan in the lead. 6 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Brooke Quarles-Daniels coming in for Macy Brown, and she'll take the inbounds. Looks like they're setting up a play called in by Kim Marzarico. Quarles Daniels sends out to Del Foss. Del Foss, or I apologize, not Del Foss, goes out to Matherin. Matherin goes out to Olsen. Olsen works out to Brooke Quarles Daniels. Quarles Daniels works away inside the 3-point line. Del Foss in the corner takes a 3, and it does not go. Will be rebounded by Eliza Maupin. Maupin sends it out to Haley Weaver, who takes it all the way, and it gets blocked. Tiala Del Foss.
Olivia Olsen there under the basket to play some defense. Michigan finally protecting their paint after some pretty easy layups for Nebraska early in this game.
The ref blows the whistle.
Stoppage.
Matherin gets a foul before the inbound goes in. Now 31-30, 5 minutes and 37 seconds left in the second quarter, and Nebraska is inbounding the ball on Michigan's side. Nebraska finds a quick outlet. Will go down to number 33, Amaya Hargrove, who makes the layup. Will be 31-32. Nebraska lead, 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in this second quarter. Olivia Olsen taking the ball up, sending it out to Matherin. Matherin trying to work her way around, finds Del Foss, far side of the court. Del Foss makes a few moves, works her way to the corner for Olsen. Olsen now back out to Matherin at the top of the key. Matherin to Del Foss at the elbow. Del Foss works her way to Brooke Quarles Daniels inside the paint, and then back up to Matherin at the top of the key, and she knocks it down for 3.
Beautiful ball movement there.
With 5 minutes left in the second quarter.
Kenzie Matherin just standing still at the top of the arc. Wide open, way to find her.
Britt Prince moves the ball down to Claire Johnson. Claire Johnson now works her way in through the paint right up the middle, and she sends it back out to Britt Prince. Britt Prince takes a long 3, and that's an air ball, well short. And that is hauled in by Kendall Dudley. Kendall Dudley sends it out to Del Foss, who's going to try and take it in, but sends it out to Brooke Quarles Daniels, who waits on the pump fake and gets fouled. Jumped all the way over her, and she'll take 2.
Wow, Haley Weaver really bought that pump fake there. Jumping straight over the back of Brooke Daniels.
I got sending her scared.
Sending her to the free throw line. She'll take 2. So we have a media timeout here in Ann Arbor.
Wolverines, they're fighting their way back. 4 minutes, 38 left in the second quarter. They're leading 34-32, and they're in the bonus. What do you see that's changed coming in from the end of that first quarter for the Wolverines?
Michigan's been doing a much better job protecting their rim. They're still allowing some three-point shots, which is to be expected from this Nebraska team. Maintaining the press, maybe holding back on those turnovers, a little less on the turnovers this quarter, which you'd love to see after they had 7 turnovers in the first quarter. Very hard to win games when you have that amount.
Yeah, Logan Nisley really lighting it up for Nebraska right now. Kind of really been relying on her. She's got 6 points, that's a high. She's got 2 assists, that's also a high right now. She's really leading this offense, and usually that's Britt Prince's job, but 1 for 4 from field goals. That's not something you see often out of her. Michigan's got to capitalize on that, make sure they're getting those rebounds so that they can put this score up and they can rebound themselves.
Yeah, and Silas Swords heating up offensively for Michigan, already at 10 points before even halftime. Definitely going to be relying on her and Olivia Olsen to score some points going into halftime, giving us some momentum.
Olivia Olsen, 6 points, 2 for 3 from the field goal, 0 for 1 from 3. You might see her take a few more going into the end of the second quarter.
So we have 4:38 to go in this second half. Michigan in the lead by 2, 34-32.
Tiala Del Foss, she came in for this Wolverine defense, helped support them, and she's been excellent. You saw her pick off a few passes over up the middle, 1 or 2, and I think that she's really going to pick it up going into the end of the second quarter, really just leave it all out on the court.
Yeah, I think this will continue to be a high turnover game, as both these teams love to play fast, and they love to make huge down court passes that are risky and not preventing turnovers in any way. But either way, this game has still been high scoring and very exciting to watch here in Ann Arbor.
Looks like we're getting ready to find our way back into this second quarter, 4:38 to go. The
Brooke Quarles-Daniels shooting free throws. She'll shoot 2.
So Nebraska will make some substitutes, bringing Logan Nisley back on the court.
Quarles-Daniels lines it up, takes it, and makes it. It'll be 35-32. Michigan take one more. Brooke Quarles-Daniels.
Her second one will break off the back of the rim.
Off the mark will be Amaya Hargrove with the rebound, sends it out to Britt Prince. Britt Prince working her way up against Quarles-Daniels, finds her way across half court, sends out to Logan Nisley. Nisley sends it out to Hargrove. Hargrove back to Nisley. Nisley sends it out wide to Britt Prince. Britt Prince tries to work her way into the three-point line, goes out to Maupin. Maupin sends back out to the handoff to Prince, and that is offensive foul. Looks like it might have been a tripping foul.
Yeah, Maupin just got her leg under there. Not a legal screen there, as she clearly tripped the Michigan player there.
That could be, bad inbound. They were waiting for subs to come in. Brooke Quarles-Daniels a little jumpy.
As Matherin will be taking the inbound from Brooke Daniels.
Matherin works her way up the court, crosses half-court line, met by Britt Prince. Works her way out to Olivia Olsen. Olsen out to the other side, back out to Matherin. Matherin takes a quick 3, and she knocks it down. It'll be 38-32 with 4 minutes left in the second quarter.
Yeah, Matherin demonstrating her three-point shooting reliability, able to come off the bench and make an impact in this game.
Claire Johnson working her way up at the top of the three-point line. Finds her way out to Britt Prince. Britt Prince facing off against Matherin. Prince met by both Matherin and Dudley. Works her way out. Finds her way out to number 34, Emily Fisher. And she will get fouled.
Foul is going to be called on Kendall Dudley. Will be her second foul of the night. And now Emily Fisher will be at the line to shoot her free throws. Excuse me.
Emily Fisher, 69% free throw shooter. Doesn't get a lot of minutes for this team. Kind of surprising to see her in here.
She will hit her free throw and make it a 3-point game here.
Be 38-35, Michigan leads. As Silas Swords has the ball in the corner for the Wolverines. Will work her way back out, tries to find Brooke Quarles-Daniels near the elbow. Brooke Quarles-Daniels sends back out to Matherin on the outside of the three-point line. Matherin works her way in, met by Britt Prince. Britt Prince working her way out, sends the ball back out. Silas Swords up the top. Silas Swords 3 misses, but she gets the rebound. Will work her way up for the layup, and that is short as well. And will be a jump ball.
Jump ball, and possession arrow is for Nebraska, so the ball will continue in Nebraska's hands.
Everybody fighting for that one.
Yeah, still great effort down there on the court. And Silas Swords getting her own rebound after missing the quick 3, able to get in the paint, but unfortunately losing the ball. Now they will be reviewing the play.
Reviewing the play here doesn't change too much, but you'd expect that both teams want the ball, obviously, in this one-possession game. 3 minutes and 6 seconds left in the second quarter. 38-35, Michigan leads. They're in the bonus. What do you think Nebraska's got to do to try and make their way back?
I think they need to start working in the paint a little more, set up some more off-ball screens, and get their taller girls working down there in the paint. And then they can go back to their three-point shooting. You know, they can have Logan Nisley or Britt Prince shooting easy threes once the defense adjusts. And then they can start shooting how they did at the beginning of this game when they were in control.
We saw a wide-open 3 get opened up for Nebraska not too long ago in the second quarter. And I think they're definitely going to want to go around to that, working their way up around the three-point line, working their way to get easy three-pointers.
Yeah, Nebraska showing that they're a better three-point shooting team tonight, not only in making the shots, but also shot selection. They've had a lot of wide-open threes, and Michigan shooting a lot of pull-up threes and quick shot threes that unfortunately haven't gone in.
Sending a lot out to Silas Swords tonight. 10 field goal attempts, only made 4 so far. 10 points for Silas Swords, and she's Michigan's leading scorer for the night.
Yeah, and Silas Swords has been relied on for Michigan this whole season. She will probably have to step up even more to make sure Michigan can control this win. Or control this lead, excuse me.
A heavy guard lineup on the court right now for the Wolverines. Olivia Olson, Macy Brown, Brooke Quarles-Daniels, and Silas Swords all in.
Yeah, Dudley, the only forward on the court for the Wolverines at this time. As Nebraska will have Petrie and Fisher remaining on the court.
The long review coming in here.
The refs are still discussing it. Unsure what the call will be here.
It's like they're ready to announce it.
After review, number 23's right leg makes unnecessary contact to Michigan player number 5. Therefore, the play was recorded to Michigan 1. Anybody for Michigan finished 10-2 free throws, and they will obtain possession of the ball at the division line with 30 seconds on the shot.
Wow.
A long explanation, but it boils down to a flagrant 1 on Nebraska, and Michigan will shoot 2. Will be Silas Swords taking it for the Wolverines.
Yeah, I can't say I expected this to happen. She's saying her leg caused the flagrant foul there on Silas Swords. Now she will shoot 2, and Michigan will retain possession of the basketball with 3 minutes and 6 seconds to go here in the first half.
Silas Swords lines it up, makes it, and that'll be 39-35. Michigan Wolverines, 3 minutes, 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Takes a second and makes a second. Now a 5-point lead for the Wolverines, 40-35. About 3 minutes left in the second quarter. And Michigan keeps this possession because of the flagrant.
Sila to inbound after she got her easy points from the free throws.
Macy Brown. So up, Silas Swords on the handoff. Sila going to lead this play. Sends it out to Brooke Quarles-Daniels just outside the three-point line. Quarles-Daniels finds Silas Swords running in to beat the basket, and she tries to send the ball up, and a late foul call there.
Yeah, it really looked like Silas Swords got stuffed there under the rim. But a great pass to find her from Brooke Daniels. As here is Logan Nisley with the inbound. Excuse me, that would be Claire Johnson with the inbound.
Britt Prince sends back out to Claire Johnson. Johnson back up to Britt Prince. Britt Prince sets up the play. Sends the ball out to Logan Nisley. Nisley works her way out to Jessica Petrie. Petrie goes down to Britt Prince. Britt Prince finds a screen, works her way. Goes out to Petrie. Petrie sends a long three, can't make it. Will be Michigan ball. They're moving up the court. Macy Brown.
Michigan continuing to just roll down the court. And here's another turnover for Michigan.
Wayward pass by Macy Brown, trying to find Olivia Olson, goes way wide, and that'll be Nebraska ball. 40-35, Michigan leads, 2 minutes, 17 seconds left in the second quarter. Britt Prince taking it up off the inbound from Emily Fisher.
Nebraska
Daniels meets her.
Nebraska somewhat slowing it down here.
Britt Prince met by Sopho Kanik. Sopho Kanik gets her to stop her dribble and then gets a steal. Then Sopho Kanik loses it herself, and that's picked up. Now Claire Johnson with the ball for Nebraska finds it up the court to Logan Nisley. Logan Nisley working her way around. Goes back out to Claire Johnson, who gets fouled by Macy Brown.
Yeah, great steal there from Sopho Kanik. Unfortunately, Nebraska players diving on the ball.
Now, Nebraska Cornhuskers are in their bonus. Macy Brown, I apologize. Claire Johnson will take one and misses.
She will miss her first. She is yet to score her first point of the night. Looking for her here. And that one will be good.
Second. The Olivia Olsen taking the inbound.
Nebraska showing a little bit of press here on
Silas
Silas Swords and
Swords.
Olivia Olsen.
Silas Swords pressed by Kennedy Williams. Finds her way past her, but loses her dribble. Gets it to Brooke Quarles-Daniels. Brooke Quarles-Daniels stops her way, does a little shimmy, finds Silas Swords at the top of the three-point line. Silas Swords works into the three-point line, finds Olivia Olsen. Olivia Olsen moves around the basket, does a spin move inside, gets a layup, and makes it. Will be 42-36, 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the second quarter.
My goodness, doesn't get more beautiful than that. Beautiful spin, straight into the floater. Great bucket there from Olivia Olsen.
Kennedy Williams picks up her dribble, tries to get it out to Britt Prince, and that gets knocked away by Brooke Quarles-Daniels, but Britt Prince recovers, sent it out. And 15, Kennedy Williams takes the three and makes it. Will be 39-42. Michigan leads, 58 seconds left in the second. Tayala Del Foss trying to get under the basket, can't make it, gets a pass, tried to get to Olivia Olsen, gets picked off. Now Kennedy Williams working her way into the shoulder, goes back out, finds Emily Fisher, who takes a three and makes it. Be 42-42, 30 seconds left in the second quarter.
Wow, Kennedy Williams, a softball player, doing insane work here, a three and then an assist.
Silas Swords working her way against Kennedy Williams, finds Olivia Olsen, top of the three-point line. Del Foss out in the elbow. Del Foss tries to get a screen from Sophie Okanek, and she loses the ball out to the backcourt. It will be a backcourt violation. 42-42, 15 seconds left in the second quarter, and it'll be Nebraska basketball.
Wow, Nebraska finding a way to make a comeback here very late in the first half. We got two quick threes, one of them completely wide open in the corner from Kennedy Williams. That is a softball player for Nebraska as well. She will also find the assist to give Nebraska the tie here with just 15 seconds remaining. As here's Logan Nisley with the inbound.
Logan Nisley sets up the play, sends it out. Britt Prince will take it. Brooke Quarles-Daniels meeting Britt Prince near the half-court line, and she gets the ball out of her hands, but Britt Prince is quick to pick it back up. Met by Sophie Okanek and Quarles-Daniels both now. Then ball is sent back in under the basket to Petra Bojan. Bojan takes it up and gets fouled.
Silas Swords not happy about this call against her. She feels as though she set her feet and was pushed for the charge.
Now 42-42, Bojan will take two with 2 seconds left in the second quarter. A lot of twos.
This one for the lead.
Bojan makes the first, now 43-42. Trying to make it 44 and get a 2-point lead.
And her second one will be good.
Bojan makes two, gets a 2-point lead with 2 seconds left in the second quarter. Now 42-44, Nebraska leads.
Now Michigan will have one more play to run. Let's see if they can get a shot up in this last 2 seconds.
Looks like this will be a
They're going to give it to Silas Swords. She's going to lose the ball, and they will not get the shot off. So, wow, what a rally from Nebraska late. I mean, they're so feisty on defense, just forcing these turnovers. I believe Michigan has 12 turnovers in this first half. That is a ridiculous amount of turnovers. I mean, Nebraska's been playing such great defense, and they're so quick to dive on the ball when it's on the floor. And I think every loose ball, I just imagine that that Nebraska's going to come up with it. And I feel like that's what's kind of guided their rally so far in this late first half, as they take the lead, going up 44-42 after they were down 6.
Yeah, Petrie, Hake, and Maupin, both great, all great defenders for the Nebraska Cornhuskers, and they really showing it today. It's Michigan turnovers, a staggering amount. Not used to seeing this kind of play from them. Silas Swords, the leading scorer today for Michigan so far, 12 points. They're going to have to try and lean on some other players to get back into this game. Only a 2-point deficit, but definitely something to be worried about going up against Nebraska going in, is how you're going to handle that defense in the second half of this game.
Yeah, Hake has been great on that perimeter, getting out there and making it hard for Michigan to complete passes and get the same 3-point looks that Nebraska's been getting all game. I believe they have around 4 shots from the corner that have been somewhat wide open, and Michigan's just leaving that go. And yes, it's because of loose balls and just certain turnovers, etc. But still, Michigan needs to make sure they're having the most reliable machine that won't be committing 12 turnovers in a half and selling a 6-point lead with like a minute to go.
Yeah, and I'd hate to let this go unnoticed because I did look this up and I did yesterday find this, and I find this so wonderful. Callan Hake has 24 charges taken this season. That is an incredible amount, and I would expect to see at least one today, and I would be incredibly disappointed if I do not. Good on her. That is a great stat.
Yeah, and Logan Nisley also been super reliable from the 3. Definitely a key piece in this Nebraska win. So we still haven't seen Britt Prince turn up as much as we expect with only 5 points, but surely she will be turning up in the second half, averaging 18.1 points this season.
And we will go into break for this half. We'll be back with 2 new announcers for you coming into the second half of this game.
Yeah, we wish you a very exciting second half.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Crisler Center for second half coverage of Michigan women's basketball. And in the first half, the Cornhuskers from Nebraska up 44-42 over the number 8th ranked Wolverines. And welcome back into the new broadcast booth. I'm Josh Samuelsen, joined alongside my partner Shai Dweck. And Shai, the first half, the Nebraska Cornhuskers were on fire from beyond the arc, 7 for 15. The Wolverines shot well as well, almost 52% from the field. What did you see in the first half?
Yeah, well, it was a really dominant performance all around by Silas Swords, shooting well, having 12 points, carrying the load offensively. A couple big threes by Mackenzie Matherin to close out the half. But I think what stood out to me is the movement from both teams. The passing was good, cutting was good. Michigan finishing a little bit more on the interior, whereas Nebraska shot the three ball really well, around 47% clip. Michigan could improve there. They're shooting 36% from beyond the arc. But I think in the second half, there are two things to watch for. One is which team can string together a couple of defensive stops. The offenses have been good so far in this one. And secondly, for the Wolverines, can you get Mila Holloway and Kendall Dudley inserted back into this lineup? Dudley has 3 fouls. Holloway has 2. That's her second leading scorer. Only played 7 minutes in that first half, Josh. Can they use those players to get some more offensive firepower in the second half and pull away from Nebraska?
Yeah, you make a great point. Head coach Kim Barnes-Arico, a very conservative approach there. Mila Holloway had 2 fouls in the first 7 minutes and didn't see the floor for the rest of the first half. So very interesting to see if Holloway does pick up another early foul, if she's on the bench again. So we'll see what Kim Barnes-Arico's game plan is for the second half, as we are about a minute away to begin. And as the second half begins to tip off, we see Silas Swords bounce back, 12 first half points, 2 for 6 from downtown. She's really struggled in the month of January, now turning the calendar to the new month. What did you see from Silas Swords in the first half that you liked?
And I think the best part of Silas Swords' game is not necessarily the shooting, but again, the movement which she plays with. She moves all these great shooters. The best thing to do is move without the ball. Steph Curry moves without the ball. Caitlin Clark moves without the ball. Devin Booker moves without the ball. And that's what separates your ability to get open off the catch and shoot. And I think she did that well in the first half, not only shooting the 3 ball, 2 for 5. It's good for 40% clip, but also getting inside, penetrating as well, and making herself available to her teammates off these back cuts and face cuts against this Nebraska Cornhuskers defense.
Yeah, and one more thing, the Wolverines did a great job of limiting the Nebraska Cornhuskers superstar Britt Prince to only 5 points in the first half, only 1 for 4 from the field. Again, she is one of the best players in the Big Ten, averages almost 19 a game. So obviously the Wolverines have to expect her to put up some more shots in the second half and possibly get hot from the field. So you can't count that out, as we are about to tip off here in the third quarter. It's the Cornhuskers 44 and the Wolverines 42. Mila Holloway back out there for the Wolverines. They'll have their starting 5. For the Cornhuskers, it's Nisley, Hargrove, Maupin, Hake, and Prince. And we're underway here. Hake will hand it off to Nisley, top of the key. They give it to Prince now, guarded by Corals Daniels. Prince drives left, gets inside, a little English, and it falls. 46-42 Cornhuskers. Prince now with 7. Here come the Wolverines the other way, it's Olsen. Run the offense at the top of the key. Hands it off Holloway. Swings to Swords here with 15 on the clock. Out to Holloway here in the corner. They give it to Swords. Good defense from the Cornhuskers, a little bit of a 2-3 zone look. And that ball's knocked away by Prince. Prince, no one there as she walks it in and scores. She's got the first 4 for the Cornhuskers here to begin the second half. It's 48-42 in the first minute of play. Swords will set up the offense for the Wolverines. Holloway skips it to Swords here on the left wing. They get it, Sophocanic down low. Who kicks? Corals Daniels in the short corner. Back out Holloway, good interior defense from the Cornhuskers. Swords, quick first step, little float shot will rattle home. 48-44 Cornhuskers. little bit of pressure here from the Wolverines. Nice slip from Hargrove, and it's blocked by Sophocanic. However, she got a little contact there, a foul. So 2 free throws here for Amaya Hargrove.
Now, Britt Prince had 4 points starting off for Nebraska. If you're a Cornhuskers fan, it's good to see her getting involved both offensively and defensively, turning defense into that easy offense layup.
Yeah, as Amaya Hargrove at the line, the sophomore. As that ball hangs on the cup for a while, but drops home.
Free throw shooting could also be the difference in this game. Michigan shot the ball terribly from the line against Michigan State. Lucky that did not cost them in that game.
Yeah, as Hargrove misses the second half of her 2 free throws. Swords, an open 3 from the right wing, is short. Offensive rebound, Sophocanic. She nice pass down low to Olsen, who hangs and scores. It's good to see the Wolverines active on the glass. 49-46 Cornhuskers with 8:15 to go here in the third quarter. Hake will give it to Nisley on the left wing. She's double teamed. Great defense from Sophocanic. She's trapped. Gets rid of it to Prince. Prince skip pass here on the right wing to Hake. Down low Hargrove on the right elbow. She backs down Sophocanic, spins, fades, and is blocked by Sophocanic. Good defense. Here come the Wolverines. It's Holloway. Holloway, nice pass. Swords will look to enter the lane and is trapped. Kicks to Holloway, pulls up for 3, and knocks it down. We're tied here with 7:39 to go in the third quarter.
That's exactly what the Wolverines need from Mila Holiday. No hesitation on the trigger there. Rips it from beyond the arc, tying the game at 49 apiece with 7:34 remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, Holloway just picked up her 3rd foul, though, and immediately goes to the bench. Macy Brown
So that is
in.
not what the Wolverines need.
Exactly, and we mentioned, like, what would Kim Barnes-Arico do? Very conservative approach with Holloway. As Corliss Daniels knocks it away from Prince. Great defense, and she scores, going coast to coast.
Great quick hands there from Corliss Daniels to poke the ball loose.
And almost another steal. Wolverines diving on the floor. It's Brown who ends up with it. Olsen the other way, and she's fouled by Prince. Great defense from the Wolverines. That full court pressure has already forced a couple turnovers here to begin the second half.
I like the Wolverines getting scrappy, going on the ball for these loose balls, being quick with your hands. This is what Kim Barnes-Arico wants to see defensively, especially if you're not going to be able to play Mila Holloway going down the stretch in this third quarter.
Definitely the Wolverines a 7-0 run here in the last minute and 13 seconds of play. 51-49 Wolverines with 7 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. The Cornhuskers began this season 12-0, ranked high as number 20 in the AP polls, but have faltered here in Big Ten play. Still a scrappy team that's played Ohio State, UCLA pretty close this season, who are ranked in the top 15. Here's Swords with it at the top of the key. She drives on Hake, lowers the shoulder. Hake falls, Swords airballs the jumper. She almost had an ankle breaker there, but misses the jump shot. Here come the Cornhuskers the other way. It's Nisley in transition. Short on the 3. It's tipped out of bounds by Hargrove. Possession to the Wolverines.
And back to that free throw stat quickly, Josh. It was 52% the Wolverines shot on Sunday against Michigan State.
Have definitely improved here tonight, 10 for 13, knowing that they've struggled at the line as a team this season. It's Macy Brown here on the left wing. Guarded by Hake. She gets it inside to Sophocanic, who will kick out Olsen. Catch and shoot 3 is way short. And that's rebounded by Nisley. They give it to Prince, who sprints up the floor. She finds Hake in the corner, who's driven, and she's fouled by Olsen. Be the second team foul for the Wolverines.
Wolverines have to be careful now here not to get Nebraska in the bonus so quickly into this second half. 6:15 left in the third quarter. I like the aggressiveness on defense, but you got to keep your feet moving.
Definitely. And here's Nisley. We'll get it down low to Maupin. Maupin here in the short corner, guarded by Sophocanic. Nice rip-through move and a finish that goes in and out. Almost got the layup to go. However, Sophocanic grabs the rebound. And here come the Wolverines the other way, 51-49. Olsen goes down low to Sophocanic. A wild pass is out of bounds and turned over. The Wolverines' 14th turnover of the night.
The Wolverines average around 14 turnovers per game on the season. Reaching that mark just over halfway into the game is not what Kim Barnes-Arico wants to see from her team.
Yeah, the Cornhuskers a stingy defense as they find Hargrove in the corner, and she splashes home the three and gives the Cornhuskers the lead. 52-51 here with 5:36 to go in the third. Olsen will get it in Sophocanic here on the right elbow. The zone look from the Cornhuskers. Sophocanic hands off Olsen. She gets in the lane. Float shot with the right hand will rattle home. Wolverines back in front, 53-52. Huskers push it up though. Here's Nisley. They get it down low. Maupin in the lane on the right block. Tough layup is short. Rebounded by Olsen. Good defense from Sophocanic in the interior. Macy Brown swings. Corals, Daniels, a short corner pull-up. Jay is good. Wolverines starting to get some shots to fall on the offensive end. 55-52 now. Here's Prince. Back out Kennedy Williams. Guarded by Macy Brown here with 4:46 to go. Nisley to Prince. The all Big Ten player last year. Hargrove drives on the short corner. Tough floater's no good. Offensive rebound is blocked by Sophocanic. However, they call a foul. The fans on the Crisler Center don't agree. I don't know if I agree with that, Shay.
I certainly don't agree, Josh. Sophocanic had her hands straight up. That's textbook defense. Maupin not able to get the ball over those long outstretched arms of Ashley Sophocanic. That's a clean block. But it's good defense from the Wolverines. Both teams matching fire with full court pressure, which has caused some turnovers. But you've got to think, if you're these coaches, is that something that you want to keep? Because it's also leading to quick, decisive passes from the opposing offense and quick shots. We've seen Amaya Hargrove hit a three off of a busted press that the Cornhuskers broke on the Wolverines. We've seen Olsen and others and Corals Daniels make shots quickly in transition. So you can force turnovers with that method of defense, but you can also give up points, and that's what's happening so far in the second half.
Yeah, we've seen the Wolverines full court pressure here to begin the second half, and it's worked. They forced some turnovers. They're 5 for their last 7 from the field. If you look at the box score, well, you would think the Wolverines would be up by 10 or 15 points. However, it's Nebraska's shooting that has kept them in this one. 8 for 17 from beyond the arc. And like you said, they've broken this press a couple times and have gotten some open looks from beyond the arc. Amaya Hargrove, the sophomore, with 9 points, 2 for 2 from beyond the arc. She's a big-time player, had 24 points on Sunday against number 11 Ohio State. So Nebraska has some players, especially from beyond the arc. Obviously, they have Logan Nisley, Callan Hake, who can shoot the ball. But it's this Nebraska team from beyond the arc that's kept them in this one so far.
That's true, and that's withstanding not a dominant performance from Britt Prince. She's picked up 9 points throughout the game. 4 of those points have come off of quick layups to start this third quarter. She is a great shooter, shoots at about a 50% clip from both the field goal and from the three-point line as well. So that's certainly part of the strategy for Michigan coach Kim Barnes-Arico. However, other Nebraska players, such as Amaya Hargrove, have made the Wolverines pay, making their open shots.
Yeah, and Mila Holloway still on the bench for the Wolverines with 3 fouls. As now Alyssa Crockett will check in now for the first time this ball game. Kim Barnes-Arico changing it up here, as well as the freshman Mackenzie Mathurin. It's Eliza Maupin from the free throw line, and she'll hit the first, the transfer from Kansas State. Maupin has doubled her scoring production this season with the Cornhuskers as she nails both free throws. It's 55-54 Wolverines. Jessica Petrie will now check in for Maupin. 4:31 to go here in the third quarter. A good game between the Cornhuskers and the Wolverines. Here's Mathurin, top of the key. She'll give it to Quarles Daniels. Daniels guarded by Hargrove. Finds Crockett here off a screen. Gets in the lane. Trapped nicely. The entry pass here to Volcanic. Nice move. Double clutch in air. No good. Hargrove grabs the board for the Cornhuskers.
Nice drop set from Volcanic. Just can't get it to go inside.
Here come the Cornhuskers the other way. They swing it. It's Kennedy Williams here. She drives left. Spins out of it. The double team comes from the Wolverines. The trap. But they get rid of it. It's Petrie. No one home as she lays it in with the right hand. The Wolverines trapped. However, the Cornhuskers made them pay. They're back in front, 56-55. As Mila Holloway comes up from the bench, is at the scorer's table looking to check back in. Here are the Wolverines. It's Mathurin with 13 on the clock. She drives left, lowers the shoulder, looks, finds Swords here on the right wing. The jab, the drive, the left hand is good. Silas Swords continues her scoring production tonight. She's got 16.
Love the aggressiveness from Sila, taking straight into the teeth of the defense and laying it up with the left hand.
Here's Claire Johnson now. Transfer from Sanford. Nice entry pass to Hargrove. She lowers the shoulder. Jump stop, no good. Got it back and put it up and in. Count it, and one.
That's bully ball from Amaya Hargrove. Taking Alyssa Crockett where she has the size advantage inside. Crockett does not play all that much, just around 10 minutes per game. A lot of that coming when Michigan has significant leads. They've had to go to her now here because of those fouls you mentioned to Dudley, who now checked back in, and also to Mila Holloway. There, they pick on her early and get an and one.
Yeah, the Cornhuskers battling in this game. Hargrove with 11 now, a chance to make it 12 here at the line. And she completes the three-point play. 59-57 Cornhuskers. Mila Holloway is checked back in now for the Wolverines. They get it to Olsen, top of the key, nowhere near as good. Olivia Olsen from downtown, and the Wolverines are back in front. Claire Johnson has it on the corner here. Wild pass is stolen away. Holloway, 2-on-2, stops, kicks, Swords, drives, pull up J, splashes home. Silas Swords with 18 points. Wolverines up by 3. Here's Kennedy Williams. Entry pass is deflected out of bounds by Silas Swords. Good active hands from the Wolverine sophomore.
Good offense and good defense from Silas Swords there. Seeing that the closeout's coming late on the offensive end, rips through, gets by one defender, elevates, drains home the mid-range over the next.
Such a great shooter. Here's Kennedy Williams, drives, kicks, Prince wide open for the corner, bullseye. Britt Prince ties it up at 62. Here come the Wolverines the other way. It's Mathurin. Crosses over inside, but good defense by Johnson. The entry pass, Holloway, who pulls up from the stripe and rattles it home. 64-62 Wolverines with 2:02 to go. Petrie sets up the offense for the Cornhuskers. And right when the Wolverines score, the Cornhuskers push it right down the floor. That's where they've gotten a lot of good looks. Kennedy Williams uses the screen. She attacks, guarded by Olsen. Great defense by Olivia. Down low, Petrie. Double teamed. It's blocked by Olsen. Good defense. Here come the Wolverines. They got numbers. Olsen to Holloway. However, Holloway just walked. A turnover. With 1:35 to go.
Yeah, you're right, Josh. Both teams are still moving quickly. They want to attack and transition. They like their easy looks there, and they should.
64-62 Wolverines. As Nebraska with the ball, Callan Hake is checked back in. She's got it here at the top of the key. They swing it around to Claire Johnson, who drives left, finishes, no good. Here come the Wolverines the other way. Silas Swords here to Holloway. The swing to Mathurin. Mathurin, the drive, kick, Swords, catch and shoot three is off the rim, no good. Here comes Nebraska. They set up quickly. It's Claire Johnson, splits two defenders. The pass intercepted by Holloway. Wolverines got numbers. Holloway ahead to Mathurin. Mathurin hands it off. Olsen, catch and shoot three is in and out. Another good look from three for the Wolverines, but they can't convert. Less than a minute to go now. Here's Hake, guarded by Mathurin. Cornhuskers down by 2. The entry pass to Hargrove, who fades over 2 defenders and knocks home the 8-foot jumper and ties it up. Hargrove's got 14 points. Holloway, nice pass. Dudley wide open for the easy layup. A little two-man game between Holloway and Dudley gives the Wolverines a two-point lead. The Cornhuskers will hold for the last shot here, down by 2. Johnson drives on Holloway, lowers the shoulder, tough. Layup is no good. Wolverines have time. It's Olsen looking to go coast to coast. Will kick. Swords, another three. Another hit. Silas Swords from downtown. As the third quarter buzzer sounds, the Wolverines up by 5. Silas Swords with 21 points.
Good passing from the Wolverines, really from both teams to start this game. It's been really beautiful basketball. That time, Olsen wants to run the break. Silas Swords is actually way out in front. I don't think Olsen saw her. Clearly had a chance for an easy layup, but Olsen has, once she got down the floor, drew 2 defenders, saw her teammate, who she knows is hot in the corner, and Swords with that quick release knocks down the 3.
Yeah. The Wolverines turn it on there to end the third quarter, up by 5. However, Nebraska hanging around. Amaya Hargrove has been the difference maker for them so far. You would think it would be Prince. However, it's the sophomore Amaya Hargrove with 14 points. But when you look at the Wolverines, it's been that pressure and them getting in transition and scoring quick and easy buckets.
That's right, and I think when you look at what makes this Wolverine team so effective is that they have these star guards. You have a Silas Swords who can kill you with shooting and movement. You have Olivia Olsen, that it's a great ball handler, has the height at 6'1", and can shoot the ball well. Nebraska's left her open a little bit in this game, which has surprised me. She shoots it at under a 30% clip, but she got hot against Michigan State. I wouldn't do that. And then you also have Mila Holloway, who scored 26 Sunday against Michigan State. If at least 2 of those players go off or having a good night offensively, this Michigan team's really tough to defend. What's happened here tonight is Holloway got into foul trouble, and we've seen the emergence of Amaya Hargrave coupled with Nebraska's other good players playing well, but particularly as Britt Prince comes on, now you have a 2-on-2 battle between these 2 Nebraska guards and these 2 Michigan guards, and who's going to outplay the other in this game.
Yeah, definitely really entertaining stuff. Both teams starting to pick it up from beyond the arc. Nebraska 50% from there. The Wolverines, led by Silas Swords. She's got 3 triples, 21 points. The first time she's over 20 points since the month of December. She's definitely turned it on here tonight. The Wolverines up by 5 as we are about to begin play here in the 4th quarter. The Cornhuskers looking for that signature win this season. They're 16-6. Kind of on the edge of the bubble right now in the NCAA tournament. The Wolverines are projected 2 or 3 right now after that big win they had against Michigan State on Sunday.
And if the Wolverines win this game, this will be their best start in program history in Big Ten play.
Unbelievable season to begin here for the Wolverines. It's Dudley, a left-handed hook. It's nothing but net. Begins the 4th quarter for the Wolverines, 71-64. Huskers get right into the offense, and Bojan with an easy layup. A nice entry pass there from Hake, 71-66. Here's Olsen here on the right wing. Uses the screen, throws it back to Dudley. Dudley fakes, puts it up, and puts it in. A quick 4 points to begin for Kendall Dudley. Wolverines back up by 7. Here's Hargrove, top of the key, guarded by Olsen. Nisley draws 2, swings to Bojan down low, and she's fouled by Kendall Dudley on the left-handed layup attempt. Dudley's 4th foul, so we'll see what Kim Barnes-Arico does here with 9:10 to go.
Another player that I'm surprised Kim Barnes-Arico hasn't gone to more in this game is Tielda Foss, now coming into play, her 10th minute. She's been starting a number of games for the Wolverines, mainly in there for her physicality, her rebounding, and her defense. But in a game where offenses have dominated, defense could win you this game, and I expect her to stay in down the stretch.
Definitely.
Particularly with Dudley picking up her 4th foul.
Yeah, the Wolverines have out-rebounded the Cornhuskers 28-18. As Bojan at the line knocks home both free throws. Only a 55% free throw shooter. It's a 5-point game now. Delphos is checked in for the Wolverines. Olsen gives to Swords on the right wing. She gets the screen from Dudley. She's doubled. She drives. Nice move inside. 23 points for Silas Swords. Here's Prince the other way. Hargrove checked out, so their top scorers on the bench. Here's Prince, nice pass down low, hangs in the air, too strong. Ball tipped around, but a foul on the floor by the Wolverines. A loose ball foul. Nebraska will get the ball out on the baseline here with 20 on the shot clock, 75-68. Wolverines with 8:41 to go. It's Nisley inbounding. She fakes it, gives it in here to Bojan. Nisley with it now, drives on Olsen. Great defense from Olsen. She throws it away, intercepted by Holloway. Gets it ahead. Olsen, Euro, lefty layup is good. Olivia Olsen, so crafty. She's got 17 points. Throw it ahead, knocked away by Dudley. Good defense. They're playing with 4 fouls. She's still being very aggressive.
And I like the move from KBA to play the players that are hot, stay with their momentum. You've been generating great sequences defensively. Beautiful offense. Olivia Olsen orchestrating the pick and roll earlier, getting to the basket with ease and Euro step in transition.
That's Coral Daniels is checked back in. Prince here on the right wing. She drives on the short corner. Tough layups blocked by Dudley. Great defense there. And the Wolverines come out with it. It's Holloway. The pass to Olsen down low. Lefty finish is no good. Rebounded by Maupin. Here come the Cornhuskers. The pass way too high. Attended for Petrie. Out of bounds. A turnover for the Cornhuskers. Wolverines the other way.
I was just about to say I'm surprised Amy Williams has neglected to take a timeout to this point. Nebraska has had a number of turnovers. They've allowed easy baskets to Olivia Olsen and Silas Swords, which frankly they're good players, but they're getting inside too easily. You've got to sit your players down, talk about staying in front defensively, not panicking. And if you have to let them shoot the 3, that's maybe what it has to come to down this point. Because right now, Michigan is killing them on the interior. They're shooting 60% from the field and 39% from 3, which is not nothing, but I'd rather force them to have the lower percentage shot.
Yeah, it's been the Wolverines' interior looks here in the second half that's gotten them a 9-point lead. But this is also the story of the Nebraska Cornhuskers season. They've played a lot of teams close through 3 quarters, and when that 4th quarter comes, that's where a lot of their games have tailed off and they've lost. They played with number 11 Ohio State on Sunday. They were within 4 with 7 minutes to go. However, they ended up losing by 20. This has kind of been the story of Nebraska. They haven't been able to play complete games against some of these top teams in the Big Ten, which we know is a loaded conference here in the NCAA. But they're down by 9. Like you said, a smart timeout by Amy Williams here with 7:56 to go to try to stop the bleeding, as well as they got to get their top scorer, Maya Hargrove, back in there. And I think Britt Prince needs to get some more shots up. She's only got 9 tonight, 12 points. She averages almost 19 a night. They got to get her going if the Cornhuskers want a chance to get back in this game in the 4th quarter.
And if I'm Amy Williams, I'm telling my players, settle down. We are in this game. Run your half-court sets. Get the ball, as you said, to Britt Prince. Run a two-man game with her and Amaya Hargrove, who's been so effective on the interior. Get the ball in the hands of your two best players. If the Wolverines crash down on you, toss the ball to the exterior, to the three-point line, get some open looks. Let's not panic.
They're only down by 9, a single-digit game. As we are about to begin here with 7:56 to go. Wolverines up by 9. Hargrove still on the bench here for the Cornhuskers. And the Wolverines have their starting 5, except Dudley in for Soul Volcanic with the 4 fouls. And here we go. It's Holloway bringing it up for the Wolverines, guarded by Prince. She hands it off Swords. The Cornhuskers switch a lot, as they have a lot of great perimeter defenders. Corals Daniels here on the left elbow. Hands it off Holloway. 14 on the clock to work with. Holloway throws it into Dudley. Nice catch. And a nice shot that's just missed. And a foul there by the Wolverines. A loose ball foul. It's going the other way to the Cornhuskers.
That's good defense from the Cornhuskers. Keeping track of where the ball is, where your man is, keeping your hands straight up, and forcing a tough layup.
Yeah, the pick and roll with Kendall Dudley has really been effective the past couple minutes here for the Wolverines on the offensive end. Here comes Hake. She'll bring it up with 7.5 to go. The Wolverines up by 9. Prince hands it off Nisley. They get it to Hake at the top of the key. Hake looking. Wolverines so quick with their 3 sophomore guards. Prince tries to drive. Good defense from Daniels. They get it to Maupin on the right wing. They're swinging around. 1 on the clock. Prince got to get it up. A shot is short. Great defense from the Wolverines. It's Holloway looking to push. Holloway kicks out. And a pushing foul there on Prince on the floor. So it'll be Wolverines ball with 6:59 to go on the baseline.
Looked like Kaylin Hake, who has drawn 24 charges this season, tried to get one there. They didn't get the foul on her, but it certainly looks like she was going for number 25 on that play. Very good defensive player.
Yeah. Been a lot of those offensive fouls, forcing those. Here's Holloway here on the right elbow. She'll cross over Prince, kick out Daniels. Daniels will look to find Swords from 3. That's in and out. Corals Daniels, an offensive rebound, is short. And it's rebounded by Hargrove. However, it's deflected and stolen by Daniels. And then she's fouled by Hake. Corals Daniels once again shows why she's so valuable on the glass, getting steals.
Corals Daniels is not the biggest, 5'9", but she is the best defender and one of the more experienced players on this Wolverines team. The senior rebounds extremely hard. She plays defense, and she can get to the basket around the interior when she needs to as well.
Averages 5.5 boards a game at the 5'9" frame. Holloway, nice crossover, float shot, in and out. A nice move, couldn't convert. Nebraska hanging around, still a 9-point game here with 6.5 to go. Kennedy Williams gives to Hake on the right wing. Hake guarded by Swords. We'll get it to Bojan, who just checked in. She hands it off Prince. She uses the screen, drives on the short corner, good defense. Hargrove open for 3, in and out. The rebound fought for by Holloway, and she grabs it, navigates the sideline and saves it. They get it ahead. Olsen, 2 steps, and is short on the layup. She grabs her own rebound, though. However, a jump ball. Oh, I don't know about that one. Possession arrow to Nebraska. They'll take possession. It looked like Olsen had control of that ball the whole time, and she was going to get it to the corner for Swords for an open look for 3.
I think the Wolverine fans would have preferred the ref wait another half a second before blowing that whistle. By that time, Olsen would have had the ball.
Yes, Prince with it now. Still a 9-point game with 5:46 to go. Hargrave the handoff. The Huskers like doing it. The backdoor cut to Prince as she glides to the rim and scores. 77-70 with 5.5 to go. Prince has got 14 tonight. Wolverines set up the offense. Dudley, handoff to Olsen. And she dribbled it off her leg and out of bounds. Wolverines 16th turnover of the night.
Yeah, it's one thing to be playing good defense. At this point, the Wolverines are missing gimmies. And Nebraska should be grateful. However, they're not able to generate any sort of offense within the last few minutes.
Yeah, 0 for their last 6. Cornhuskers hanging around here, 7-point game. Sophocanic gets checked back in. And that ball's deflected by Swords, ends up in Prince's hands. Prince stops, pops, and nails the jump shot. Britt Prince showing why she's one of the best players in the Big Ten. Cuts the lead to 5 with 5 minutes to go. Here's Holloway. The Wolverines got to set up a good offensive possession here. They get it to Olsen here on the left wing. Olsen to Swords. Swords puts on the brakes, crosses over, gets in the lane, jump shot, kicks. Olsen, top of the key, off the back iron, no good. Sophocanic grabs the offensive rebound. She fights, ball deflected, and in the hands of the Cornhuskers. The crowd wanted a foul. The Wolverines didn't get it.
There was a lot of contact by many Cornhuskers on Sophocanic there. I'm surprised there was no whistle.
Yeah, Sophocanic almost triple teamed there in the post when she came down with that rebound. Huskers the other way. They've got 12 to work with on the shot clock. It's Hake off a screen, kicks to Hargrove. Down low, Bojan, the paint touch. The float shot is an air ball. Holloway picks it up and goes the other way. Holloway throws to Daniels, who's in the corner. They look to reset and slow it down. Holloway, entry pass, Olsen, nice, inside, the layup is up and good. Nice possession there for the Wolverines. However, the Huskers come quickly down the court. Wolverines can't fall asleep. Here's Prince, double teamed. Prince looking, swings it. Down low there, the Bojan float shot off glass is good. Nice little touch. And a timeout by Amy Williams as the score 79-74 Wolverines, 3:41 to go.
Good passing there on the teams. There, Nebraska tries to get the ball out in transition, which they've done so effectively tonight. Kaylin Hake realizes they don't have the numbers. They slow it down. They work the ball into Bojan in the post. She gets an easy layup off the hook shot. On the other end, beautiful pass from Mila Holloway on the possession before. Get the ball just over the head of the Cornhusker defender that was fronting Olivia Olsen. Olsen with that big frame catches the ball, lays it up and in for the easy layup. 5-point game, 3 minutes and 41 seconds. It's a lot of time.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like that's where Nebraska gets stuck in most of their games this season. They had that lull from about the 7.5-minute mark to about now where they were scoreless, but the Wolverines were scoreless as well. Both teams kind of caught in a lull from the field. It was about a 9-point game there for 3 minutes. Now both teams starting to get some better possessions offensively, and it's only a 5-point game with 3:41 to go. The Cornhuskers hanging around with the Wolverines, and it's going to have to come down to your big players making big shots. I like the ball. I like to see the ball in the hands of Swords, Olsen, as well as Holloway, who obviously hasn't really gotten going tonight. Been in foul trouble. However, only 3 field goal attempts. You got to get the ball in her hands and attacking the basket if the Wolverines want to put this one away.
Yeah, and I think the Wolverines and most of the fans here in Crisler could really smell the blood in the water when they were up 9, around 6-7 minutes left in this fourth quarter. But then they started missing layups, and that gave Nebraska life. And then finally, they were able to string together a couple of offensive possessions. Credit Bojan, who's now come in here, played some good minutes. 11 now, most of them coming in the second half and contributing 12 points, 4 for 6 from the field in that time. We'll see if they keep working the ball to her. But if I'm the Wolverines, slow it down. You have this 5-point lead, milk the clock. Let Olivia Olsen and Silas Swords go to work on the interior. This Nebraska's Cornhusker defense has had trouble staying in front of who they're guarding all night, particularly with the quick first steps of Olivia Olsen and Silas Swords.
Yeah, Bojan for the Cornhuskers kept him in it. The sophomore from Croatia, like you said, 12 points. That 6'3" frame has really allowed the Cornhuskers to get some rebounds as well as have some interior presence down low. But she's out now for the Cornhuskers. They have Hargrove check back in. 5-point game with 3:41 to go. The Wolverines with the basketball. It's Holloway. Gets it into Swords here at the top of the key, pressed up by Kennedy Williams. Olsen with it now. She'll find Sofocanic. They hand it off Holloway. Pull up Jay from the free throw line is short. It's tipped around. Sofocanic, another board. She spins in there and scores. Ashley Sofocanic with her 11th rebound tonight and gives the Wolverines an 81-74 advantage. Here come the Huskers. Prince, a three, too strong, and Sofocanic and Olsen Sky for the board. Wolverines have a chance to put the foot in the gas here. Holloway kicks to Olsen as they slow it down and set up the offense. Olsen gives it to Holloway on the right wing. Holloway drives on the corner, and she's fouled by the Cornhuskers by Kennedy Williams with 2:50 to go. The Wolverines a couple fouls away from the bonus here.
And Nebraska's got to really be boxing out. Every possession is meaningful, and the clock is meaningful. You cannot afford to give Michigan any more offensive rebounds and the ability to milk more clock.
As they find Olsen here in the lane. She bounces down, bopping, spins to her right hand, misses. Another offensive rebound, Sofocanic. She'll get it out to Corals. Daniels. Sofocanic's 12th rebound of the night. 10 on the shot clock for them to work. It's Daniels here on the left wing. Daniels finds Swords on the right wing for three. Just in and out. Another board fought for. It's Olsen. Down low to Swords, who scores? The Wolverines' activity on the offensive glass gets him another bucket. 83-74 here with 2:13 to go. Hargrove to Prince. Prince will kick out to Kennedy Williams. The skip pass. Nisley catch and shoot three is off the rim, no good. Long rebound, Williams. She'll get inside, kick out Maupin, who will lower her shoulder, and way too strong on that. Olsen skies for the board, and the Wolverines with it, up by 9. Holloway controls. 142 and ticking here in the Crisler Center. The Wolverines 83, the Huskers 74. It's Swords at the top of the key. As a crowd on their feet. Sofocanic with 7 to work with. They give it to Olsen with 5. Olsen drives, lowers the shoulder, and she's fouled by Amaya Hargrove with 1:25 to go.
Wolverine fans can feel the victory. So close now. 9-point game with Olsen to the line, shooting 2. The 1:25 left here in the game.
And what a game for Olivia Olsen. 20 points, 10 boards, 6 assists. Showing why she's a top 25 Wooden Award watch player, as well as being the leader for this Wolverines team. As she hits both free throws, 85-74 with 1:25 to go. A little bit of pressure here from Holloway. Kennedy Williams tries to break it, and she does. They get it to Hargrove, top of the key. They give it to Nisley. Huskers got to get off a shot quick. They're down by 11. Williams with Holloway on her. She drives, kicks, Prince, jabs, stops in the lane, will kick out Hargrove. She'll drive right, attempt to fade and hit the fadeaway jump shot. 85-76 with less than a minute to go. The Huskers either got to force a steal or foul. They're going to do neither.
Not sure what Nebraska's doing here defensively or offensively. Took way too much time to get that last bucket.
As Silas Swords will hold it with 40 seconds to go. No fouls here for Nebraska. Swords with 5. Swords fading for 3. Oh yeah! Silas Swords with a dagger.
There's the cherry on the sundae, Josh.
88-76 Wolverines. Silas Swords. As that's a missed layup by Kennedy Williams. The Wolverines can taste it as they'll dribble it out. Swords to Holloway, and she'll hold as the crowd rises to their feet. The Wolverines will win it here at home by a final score of 88-76. The Cornhuskers gave them a fight. However, the Wolverines sophomores Coming clutch like always, Olivia Olson, 21 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. And Sila Swords comes alive with 4 3-pointers and 28 points. What a game, Shai.
What a game. I like the fight from Nebraska, but this Wolverines team, when 2 of those 3 superstars come alive, Josh, it's really, really tough to defend.
Yeah. And if you're a team, you don't want to see these Wolverines in March when you have so many scoring options like they do. You have Silas Swords from beyond the arc. You have Olivia Olson. And Mila Holloway, only 5 points tonight. She dealt with foul trouble all night, only 22 minutes. And the Wolverines still won by 12. It's so dangerous when you face this team because of how deep they are. Especially, we got to talk about Ashley Sofolkanik, 13 rebounds, 9 points. She was a beast down low tonight.
Absolutely. And Kendall Dudley was almost equally as important. Big block shots down the stretch, big rebounds, and the ability to stay disciplined with 4 fouls in the game, not foul out, know how important you are to that winning effort. The depth showed when it needed to against a gritty, as you mentioned, Nebraska Cornhuskers team. But the Wolverines, against ranked opponents, granted Nebraska is not, have been a little bit of a mixed bag. They obviously had a huge win to start their season. Game 4, I believe, against Notre Dame. The biggest win in program history against a ranked team, a 39-point margin. It was followed by a close loss, number 1, UConn. They had a win here against Illinois in Crisler. They lost on the road, their only loss in Big Ten play, against number 24, Washington, to start 2026. Lost to Vanderbilt, but then made up for it with a win against Michigan State in a close one, and now a win tonight by 12.
Yeah, and with the win tonight, that's the Wolverines' 17th 20-win season in program history. And the Wolverines will move to 20-3 this season as they get ready for a date against number 2 UCLA on Saturday in the Crisler Center, which should be a good one on national TV on Fox. Can't wait for that one, as the Big Ten slate only gets tougher as this conference is so deep. The Wolverines got to continue to take it one game at a time, keep building their momentum. After they beat Michigan State on Sunday, they take care of business at home against Nebraska. Now all eyes are on number 2 UCLA on Saturday.
And this game is a differentiating one, really, between if they can string these type of games together, that's the difference between being a 1st seed in the tournament and a 2 or maybe 3 seed. UCLA it's a good opportunity at home to use the momentum that you've just carried with 2 big wins to go wrap up against a number 2 team in the country. And I think the Wolverines certainly can do it.
Yeah, that'll cap it off from here. Thank you for tuning in to WCBN Sports once again. It's been Josh Samuelsen and Shai Dweck on the call here. And we also had Milo and Max in the first half. Thank you guys for tuning in once again for the Michigan Wolverines victory against the Nebraska Cornhuskers 88-76. And we'll close you like always with a good night and a Go Blue.